Hi everyone, it's Lisa, and I thought since today is May 31st, I would do my May favorites. This has been a pretty good month, I think because we got the Sephora sale things in, but I've also, even though we've been going through this crazy shutdown and everything, I feel so happy that it's summertime. So in the summertime, I tend to, like everyone, it's not that I like a lighter look, if I do all the things that I do in the wintertime, my face almost looks like a mannequin and it doesn't match my body, because when you go and get some natural sun, I'm gonna kick your butt.
I gotta grab my phone. I thought you liked my gloves. You should have too raw.
No, but I would like for you to come make sure I'm in good focus, since I had to get up and move to shut the doors. Okay. Thank you.
But the front door, so I don't go behind you and mess up the focus.
Thank you, babe. John is working in the yard, so he may interrupt me a few times. Okay, so what I was saying is, when my body gets sun and everything, then I don't know, it's just such a different look. Your body is glowy, it has like the little imperfections, and then your face is like a powdery, I don't want that. Just because more of your skin is showing in the summertime, because you're wearing sleeveless things and stuff. And then another thing, the other day I was watching Hendash, and he was doing, you probably saw it too, where he was doing the right way and the wrong way. And he kept laughing because the wrong way looked so good on camera. And I have told you guys that before. In order for me to look my very, very best on camera, I don't look as good in person. It's just way more makeup, it's more matte. So I've kind of found a happy medium that I'm pretty excited about. I don't know if this whole technique is going to be for everyone, but I'm hoping that you'll at least give it a try. For my favorites, I'm just doing like my favorite, face for the month. And I always start out with, I've been telling you about these, but they just make a big difference. I did not realize how bloodshot my eyes were in the morning. And I just can tell it in my videos. And I just think, even if you're not making videos, which I doubt you are, if you're taking selfies, it'll make you look better, or it just makes you look brighter, more awake. I feel like it makes your, I feel like it makes your makeup look better, like your liner and your lashes and everything. So Lumify all the way. And I've really been enjoying doing the whole, I keep calling it the Snatchel or the Scott Barnes method, but it's really not. It's how I used to do my makeup before YouTube. I used to always start off with my concealer and then go in with my foundation. And then, you start watching YouTube and you realize, you start doing things different. But I've kind of gone back to doing my concealer first, and I usually do it like around here. Let me look in my mirror. I do it here, and then I put a little bit right there. I usually do a little bit right there and a little bit right there. And I like this one the best. This is the Dior Forever Skin Correct. This has the most coverage of my concealers without being too thick and unspreadable. You know what I mean? It's almost like a foundation that has more coverage. It just blends in, and I find that, I'll tell you this in just a minute. Let me go ahead and tell you about the other thing that I do. The Tarte Cream Bronzer. And this brush is just, I try to sometimes if I can't find this brush right off the bat, you get in a hurry and you're kind of lazy. And I've tried to use just like my IT Cosmetics brush or something with this, or dab my Beauty Blender in it, and it's not the same. The color I have is the darker one. It is the, is it Coral Bay? No, Grace Bay. So these two I do next, right after I put my concealer on, but I don't blend my concealer first. I let it just sit there. I dip this whole thing, and then I go like this. I go around my hairline, and then I go around my jawline, and this brush almost blends it right when you're placing it where you want to. So I just kind of do like that, when I'm placing it, and it just looks so pretty. Of course, it's dark, But the beauty of it is, then when I go in with foundation, I need one pump. And I just concentrate the coverage on the areas that haven't already been covered by either the bronzer or the concealer. And I use a beauty blender usually. You can use, if I use a brush, it's that double-ended, the It Cosmetics, that double-ended brush. But what I found that I'll put one pump of this. This has been my favorite. It is the Longwear High Cover Power Fabric Armani Foundation, and the shade is 6, and I love it. So what I do then is I take a beauty blender or the BK Beauty Sponge. The one pump will be here. I'll put it in there. I'll do one, and then I'll do it again, and then I'll go ahead and do that there because that's going to be the 2 places that I need the most coverage. And then I'll just start blending it in all over, and just, it's the whole concept of, it's kind of like this concept. This is the HD Glamour Cream by Taupe, and I saw, you see all kinds of people use this, like Desi, Jaclyn Hill, every makeup artist. I know Candy uses these, and this is a brand new one, and the color is, let's see, this is the Neutral Super Palette Glamour Cream. And so what you do is the same concept that I'm doing, but I'm just doing it with different products. I am going to try this and let you know, but it's just that whole same concept. And they even, when I bought that, they sent me their sponge with that too. So once I have that all on and blended in, it already looks so good. It's one of those things where after that, it's just gravy because your face is already sculpted. It's not too matte. You've got good coverage, and you just kind of go from there. So the next thing I usually do, just to powder everything and get it ready for blush and bronzer, contour, whatever I want to do, I've still been loving this YSL All Over Glow powder, and it just comes in one color. It does not really add, I would say it adds maybe a teeny tiny bit of coverage and maybe a teeny tiny bit of glow and a tiny bit of coverage and color. If I don't know which one of those I said, but I love it. It just brings everything together and kind of sets it. I don't focus this under my eyes because I'm still just in love with the Laura Mercier translucent. I just open it, put some on the end of whatever sponge I'm using. I tap it right off on the palm while I'm holding it. I set up underneath my eyes. I make sure there's no creases already. Then I set up under my eyes, and then I close it, and I take the same brush that I used with the YSL All Over Glow powder, and I just kind of do it all over, so because you don't want like an edge of powder. So I just kind of, use what excess is there and use it for the rest of my face. Then the bronzers, now I know I just got all of those new bronzers, and really the Charlotte Tilbury powders are almost like face powders. They don't really, if you're looking for a true bronzer, I would probably go with either the ones that I'm getting ready to show you or those Buxom bronzers are beautiful. They are very pigmented and they're gorgeous. But the ones I've been loving the most, and I know you would love, are the Bronze Goddess bronzer. This one is so pretty, and I love having, it's really like they say, it's more of a, let's see, what do they call it? Matte and glow bronzing trio, because you can use this for your highlight, this for your contour. This is what I usually start off with my, with a more concentrated brush, and then this is more of an all over tan color, and then at the end I just take my brush and swirl it all around and go over my whole cheek and kind of use it to get my face matching my body. And it's just so pretty. It is beautiful. It is a really, really good bronzer. It's much better than any other Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, bronzer I've used in the past. I love it. And I did not bring this out here, and I don't want to forget to tell you, but one of my major, major favorites has been the Body bronzer. Let me show you. That I got from Tarte. It has the most beautiful color. It has a beautiful glow, and it has coverage. And that is what I have on right now on my chest and on my arms. I love it. I just decided this morning I'm going to go ahead and get it back up because some websites say that it is limited edition. So I don't want to go without it. And it's kind of soft, like a lot of it, you know, can come out. And so I know that I'm going to be hitting pan on it, you know, before the summer's over. But I love it so much. I haven't touched my Laura Geller since I got that. And I think the reason is that one doesn't have as much iridescence to it. I just think it's prettier. And before I forget, my hair. Okay, I know in that video the other day when I went to go edit that video, I kind of had a little meltdown because what had happened is I went to get my hair done that, was it Saturday? And you know, I went in with those horrendous roots. It had been a long time since I had seen Morgan. And so she just, I don't ever tell her anything. She just does my hair. And so she did my hair. And then when we were at the bowl, when she was washing, she did a toner. And she said, oh my goodness, your hair just sucked that toner up. And so when she was blowing it out, she said, oh, she said, this will wash right out. It will wash right out. You know, I'm scared you're not going to like it. It's going to be dark. So when she finished, I couldn't really see there, but the next day it was just like so really dark and gray, almost green right here. So I sent her a picture and she said, okay, well come on in and we'll try to get some of that out. So I went in and then you guys saw me when I did my video. It was the one with, I don't know, the video I did about self-awareness. And you can see in that video, it looks like much warmer. And I was thinking, I wonder if she did a base break. So then I washed it. And then the next day, Friday, when you guys saw me, is when I was inspired by Natty to do my hair up. And see, what happened is I'm already darker underneath. And so when I think when I just put my hair up, it looked even darker and even more red. So I sent all pictures to her, and we are going to look at it on tomorrow, on Monday, and see what needs to happen. I don't know. I think the highlights got covered up somehow. I don't really know, but that's what makes it look different. It's not necessarily how I wanted it, but you know, you just have to go with it. So that is the difference in my hair. I'm scared. I'm kind of scared to get more highlights. So I don't know. Last night I washed it with my Monate Renew and a splash of that Finola purple shampoo. So I think that took a little bit of the redness out, but we shall see. So that is the story with my hair. Did I already say, I did not mention this, primers. I've been loving this little Milk. It is the Hydro Grip Primer. This is what I've been using before I start in with the bronzer and the concealer. Very important. I love it. Another bronzer, and I hesitated to even show you this, but I think you can still get it on eBay. That's where I got it. But I kept seeing Tammy use this, and I was like looking for it, and she said it was a limited edition, and she didn't think you could get it anymore. So I looked on eBay and found it. So I hope that you guys can still find it on eBay, but it is the Laguna bronzer, but it's called the Tahiti Bronzer Laguna, and it's in this case. And it is so pretty. If you can't find this, and the other one that I like is the Laguna Matte. Sometimes I've been using that, but this one is beautiful. It is the prettiest bronzer, and it comes with the little soft, nice Ita brush. This one is actually, I like it more than my regular one. So you would be getting this brush and the bronzer if you got it. And I love it. Blush, I've been loving. Just a peachy cheek. So a lot of times I'll go, the Buxom Mykonos is a brighter peach, but I really like just like this, where it's peach, but is it just the bronzer or is it just color? And I've been using the NARS Orgasm. This one I want to try the one that's a little bit darker than this, because I do have to really build this. And then it also kind of acts as my highlight. I don't use any extra highlight. And I have been using either the Morphe spray or my Olay spray, just for a light mist and just for setting and getting any powdery look away. Now let's go from the face and the cheeks to, You know what, let's do lips, because I think I have noticed that one side of my lip liner is wearing better than the other. It's probably just when I took a drink or something. The Wayne Goss lip liner in Sepia. I love it. It is just like so perfect with so many different lipsticks, so many different lip glosses. I have been really loving it with this. And I was thinking too, I need to stock up on this. I would not care if this lipstick was $50. I would buy it over and over, and it's so inexpensive. It's the L'Oreal Shine 910 Shining Peach, and it is just the prettiest lipstick ever. I mean, it is just like the perfect light peach, but it's glossy and it's kind of sheer, so it mixes right in. You don't need any gloss with it. So with this lip liner, let's see my Smashbox mirror here. So I just go with this lip liner like that. Okay, let me swatch this again. Lip liners, and I will also link it so I can show, so you can see all of his lip liners. And I did finally, I kept forgetting, but I finally contacted Beautylish. So they're going to send me that one that I didn't get. I can't even remember the name of it now. I think it's Camellia. But love that. And then this with it, the perfect summer nude lip. Isn't that beautiful? It like creates its own color. I just love this so much. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you because it's killing me. I love it so much. I knew that I would, but today I have on this palette that I showed you on Friday. It is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Rose Eyeshadow Palette. Yesterday I tried it, you know, my just traditional conventional way where I put my little, you know, line up here. You can use a credit card or anything. I used one of those little sponges I use, and I was thrown off a little bit because these colors are, you know, shimmery, but they're not shimmery like a, you know, Natasha Denona or Tati palette or one of those palettes. They're just normal shimmer, and then these are mattes, and then of course those are mattes. So yesterday I tried to do just like, you know, this in the crease and, you know, do some stuff, and I just didn't like it. But when I got to this color, I thought, okay, that color is the best color in here. My favorite shadow primer this month by far. I do still like the soft ochre, but I like that MAC soft ochre, but I like that when I'm doing more of a, I don't know, more of a blended, lots of color eye, not as easy. And so I do still like that, but here again, it's kind of heavy for the summertime because it gives you just a solid blank canvas. Whereas this Laura Mercier in Buff it just gives you something for your eyeshadow to stick to, but it doesn't, it's kind of, I hate to say it's kind of dry, but it doesn't go on real wet, and it's just perfect. This alone looks good. And then once you add one of these shadows, like today I just used Boho, and that is that rosy color, and it's not going to really show, but then it goes over that, and then it looked perfect like it was. But just because I like a little bit of depth on my crease, I went with the same brush with this and went in the crease a little bit, and then I took this color and just stayed on the outer V, like above the wing liner. Oh, it is just so pretty. So just like I suspected. Do you guys hear my stomach growling? I've lost 6 pounds since Tuesday. But anyway, so I used a little bit of that and a little bit of that, and it's so pretty. So if you want me to do this look, then leave a message down below. I tell you, my get readies with me, I don't know if they don't get a lot of views, and I don't know. To me, it almost seems like people aren't looking for that anymore, but just let me know down below. And then another eyeshadow that I have been loving, and this is so easy. I think every person, no matter what, would love these shadows, and it is these shadow sticks that I have told you about probably 50 times. But I swear, especially in the summertime, they are just so perfect. And the colors I would recommend is if you're very, very fair, you may like all natural. Let me swatch these. Let's see if I can get a good swatch for you. This is kind of like a putty color, but it does, if you're light enough, it does give you a little bit of a shadow in your crease. But I think most of us would love either, let's see, Laura Mercier has the caramel that I'll put next to that. And then a lot of times I like to start with Nude Beach from Bobbi Brown. I'll put that next to there. And then I always, no matter what I start off with, I always end up with a little bit of taupe. Or you could just go right in with taupe, but taupe is the darkest one. Sometimes I just like to layer. Okay, so here they are. So you can see it's the all natural, the caramel, then the Nude Beach, and then the taupe. So all of these will give you just such a good, all you do is just draw in your crease. And then I usually take my ring finger and like blend out the top, and that's it. You can just go. They're amazing, and they last all day. Along with those, I have been loving the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy. If you've been with me, you know this is my favorite, like inner corner or highlight color. I'll put it right here. It is just beautiful. And that is a very, very, very heavy swatch. Typically, I just use a little fluffy brush and I do the inner corner, and then I just bring it up into the just corner of my eye, and oh, it's just so pretty. It is just gorgeous. There is nothing like it. It is just one of my favorites. For eyeliner, I'm still loving this roller liner. I like it in the brown and the black. It has one of those long points, or what am I trying to say? Not brush, but long felt tip. And I can get right down in the corner of my eye, do all the way across, lay it down, bring a wing over. So easy. And I have had this one forever, and it's still going strong. This is something that I have added that I think helps so much. I hate it when I forget it. When I watch my videos, I can tell if I have forgotten this step. But it is the Laura Mercier Cake Liner. I have been using her brush that they sent me, but if you already have a brush that you think would work well, or you don't like this one, I heard some people say they didn't like this one because it's separated. I love it. I just get it wet in the sink. I kind of get it all in there, and then I usually tap it off on my napkin, and I've been getting right in my lashes and up underneath a little bit, and I love it. It just really creates that density, you know, just tight lining, but love it. The last two products are mascara. I have been loving these lashes. My two favorite lashes would be my Red Cherry 43 or the Kiss Jubilee. The Red Cherry 43s, these go out more. The Jubilees are shorter, but they're more dense. So I like both of them. I might try to combine those one day. I don't know. And I figure if I'm going to be putting mascara on and I'm not really depending on this alone, I might as well use one that conditions my lashes and helps them grow. Because I also use the Grande, you know, lash growth serum. I actually, like I said, got this in a combo. And then the last thing is brows. In the summertime, I'm just not as worried about my brows, but I want to do just a little bit, especially if I'm doing a video. I've been loving this. It is the Clinique, is it Clinique? Yeah, Clinique Soft Brown. I feel like it gives the perfect cool tone blondie brown, but I still will have little pieces, you know, like little bits of skin showing, and it's dark enough that I can extend the brow as much as I want. It's easy. I usually, I would say always, but 95% of the time, I still go through with a little spoolie. I probably would 100% of the time, but it doesn't have one on the end, and I hate that. I think every brow product should have a spoolie on the end, but sometimes I even go without it because I'm in a hurry, but or I'm just, you know, running out. But I love this. Let me see if I can swatch it for you since I've got swatches on my hand here. It's got the fine tip, and that is the color. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it, but perfect for blondes. So today I'm wearing a new dress from Aritzia, and I'm not sure, I think when I back up it's going to make me too blurry, but I will also do a little thing with my camera just in case you can't see, because I can't see now. But it's just a good midi dress. You button up down the front. It has its, you know, open a little bit. And I love, you guys know, I love straps that have ruffles like this, and just a really pretty light summer dress. And then for accessories, I didn't put any earrings in because I figured they weren't going to show anyway. The ring I have on is the, I can't remember, peridot that my mom gave me. It was from, I think, an estate sale. And then my regular jewelry. Oh, and I've got this amazing necklace from Walmart. It's 10 karat gold, but I love it. I could wear it every day. I can't wear it overnight because it will get tangled, but I love it because then you can put anything else you want to over it too. I just think it looks so pretty. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you saw something that maybe you want to try, and I will see you again probably on Wednesday. Bye-bye.